Oh man, I'm a professional. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. Oh no. Oh jeez. All right. Wow, today's schedule is completely fucked now. That is so bad. Oh no. No. Um okay. Put that over there. Put that there. No, no, no. Okay, that goes over there. Okay, and then I need to go studio. I just want to make sure all this is what it's supposed to be. Come on. YouTube's like chugging now. Oh my god, I cannot believe I got all the times fucked up. Oh man. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Oh, good god. Oh, I don't have the right YouTube chat up. Shit. No, no, stop opening things. Okay, no. Go there. You go down. You open that. Go here. Hit play. Yes, I know. Maintenance. That's why I'm getting on now. Go here. Skip all of this crap. Go live. Skip that. It's so loud.
X100. What does Satek have to do to remove the grudge from the book?
Sotek doesn't have any grudges in the book. I don't know what you're talking about. I won't stand for these lies and slander. Sotek doesn't. Okay. And then pop out that YouTube chat. There we go. And put y'all up here. Okay. So this is gonna be just a short Final Fantasy stream. Because okay, so because I was gonna stream this later today after Lorebeards, but I forgot we're doing Lorebeards later than normal, so I need to do this now because the servers are closing. In just a few hours, or the servers are gonna close during Lorebeards, or like right at the end of Lorebeards, I think. So I need to get in what play I can before everything closes up, because all that's gonna close up. So we're gonna do we'll do other stuff today. I could probably sell the potions. Potions aren't that great, right? Yeah, because then what we can do is that we could just do later today. We could just play, like, we could play Vermintide, or we could play Total War. Like, we can play other games, because this game won't be available because they're doing all the stuff for the new DLC. Okay, I think I'm gonna give all the crafting stuff to my other dude. So if we just give him a bunch of crafting things. That'll make my life a lot easier. because my inventory is just absolutely stuffed right now. How are y'all? How's everybody doing? Yeah, today should be fun. Oh my god. I'll tell y'all what, I felt like absolute shit yesterday. Like, I felt so bad. So the night before yesterday, I had attempted to go to sleep, right? Like, you know, I went, like, we played a whole bunch of Final Fantasy that night, and I was like, oh, I should go to bed now. So I went to sleep, because what I was intending to do was to get up, and like, I had to, I was supposed to play like WOOOO that day, but like, I couldn't fall asleep. Like, it was the weirdest thing, where, like, and it's happened to me before, but it was like, I was just so tired, yet I just couldn't fall asleep. Like, I knew I wanted to sleep, like, so badly. But I just couldn't. How do you, like, send this to a different bag? Okay, good. Okay, our inventory is, like, so much cleaner now. Thoughts on Garleans? They can eat shit and die. Drag item to the number? I tried that, it just didn't... Oh, now it works. Okay. Shit. Just trying to put more stuff in my... I feel like those should go on. I'll keep those in 3. That's crafting material that I missed. That's fine. Life goes on. Trying to have a vaguely sorted inventory. Wait, how are those not the same? I guess those are like different sizes. Okay, put that there. Move these down here. Move those up there. Switch those. Do I like Warhammer 40,000 Space Marines 2 that will come out later? I intend on playing Space Marine 2. I think it looks pretty okay. Even though, like, I normally can, as far as I'm concerned, Space Marines can eat shit and die. However, I do think the game looks like it's going to be pretty good and worth trying. But I think that could be a really good time. It looks like it's going to be a really high quality game. So yeah, I'm going to play it. I'm going to try it. Anyway, so the big thing we're going to do today is we're going to, god damn it, we're going to mostly focus on, we're just going to play this until Lorebeards, and then after Lorebeards, I will, if I need a lunch break, I'll take a lunch break, and after that we're either going to play Vermintide or we're going to play Total War. Because I'm feeling really good today, so I'd like to get some streaming in. But yeah, I apologize that this very suddenly shifted to a Final Fantasy stream. I was sitting there and I was like, man, Andy's like really cutting it close. Like, I wonder what's taking Andy so long. And then I was like, there was just a part of my brain that went, hey, dumbass. You fucking moron. Do you remember what we're supposed to... You remember we're not starting till 1. And I was like, oh no! So yeah, that was the whole thing. So we've got about 2.5 hours where we gotta end the stream. I haven't seen any streams since the leak, so I haven't heard your opinion. How much stock do I put in the leaks? I'm gonna make a video that is probably gonna come out on Wednesday, talking very bluntly about a lot of stuff. Because I've been doing a lot of digging around in regards to like the leaks and the future of Total War Warhammer and everything. And there are some interesting discussions that I think are going to be important to have that I'm not particularly looking forward to, but you know, it's something we need to address. I'll say that I do not think the leaks are going to be what will happen. There's a part of me that has a growing belief that at the time that Legend put out the quote-unquote leaks, there was a there was a growing, I think when Legend put those out, I think there is a reasonable suspicion that there was some truth there. Actually, wait. But it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I don't want to get super into it right now, because I'm going to do a dedicated video talking about it this week. Yeah. Alright, anywho. Aethelmare. Is there aught I can assist you with, sir? The Enterprise? You speak of Master Garlon's ship, yes? I needn't refer to the records. I know the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Korthus. What became of it after that, I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with the Vortfar at Florentel's Spire. He was on duty that day and saw with his own eyes. I'm unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garland's caliber to fly it? I hear tell that the machinery is fiendishly complex. Alright. Good news is this will take us to Korthus. I think the main thing we're gonna try, we'll get a little bit of the main story progression done, and we're also gonna go do our Dragoon quest. Will be the big things for today. So yeah, there's some. There are some aspects about the leaks that I do want to address and do want to talk about. Not in the sense of addressing Legend, but in the sense of addressing Creative Assembly and Games Workshop. Because I will say the things about Games Workshop in there strike me as not off base. GW's been making some weird decisions recently. Adric, thank you so much for 32 months. I don't know why the alert didn't play, but thank you very much. Vortefor. Is that Vortfaurt? Faurt? Let's see. You have come in search of Vortfaurt. Then, well met, you have found him. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the Great Snows came to Korthus. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. 'Twas on the eve of the Battle of Cartanau, nigh on 5 years ago. I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I'd ever seen split the skies overhead. I could only watch it shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in Korthus. The astrologians at the Observatorium may have records which could help, but to obtain them, you would need to deal with the Ishgardians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dalamud descended, they took shelter behind their gates. Even now, they have little regard for the plights of other nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the Observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I have little doubt they would accept aid freely offered. Hey, that's perfect, because I need to go there anyway. So, I love when all my shit takes me to the same place. That makes life easy. I thought I was only allowed to play Warhammer 3. What would Sigmar say, you heretic? Sigmar would applaud me for doing what I want to do and living my own life. Because Sigmar was a Chad and a reasonable man. Because I can do what I want. I'm an adult. But we're really just playing this this early in the day to just burn time until Lorebeards in about 2 hours. Wait, 2 hours? 3 hours? Yeah, 2 hours. Yes, 2 hours. How's y'all's days going? Everyone having an okay start to the week? I know Monday's not exactly everyone's favorite day for, you know, understandable reasons, but I hope that you're all having an okay time. In spite of that. We're gonna do our... Let's talk to this guy real quick, and then we're gonna do our quest for Dragoon. Lorebeards. Excuse me, sir, could you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Durandar, and what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? Ha! How absurd. As if we would permit an outsider to peruse the records of the Observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy City of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. Off to a good start. Off to a good start. Impeccable timing, Dalcarius. A message arrived from Estinian, but moments ago, much to my astonishment. He would trade words with us and bids us meet him at the Boulder Downs. As to his true intentions, I cannot say. It may well be a trap, but we must go nonetheless. I trust I can count upon your company. Yeah, great. Hey, Sofkokus, what's up? XIV, good to see you. Hello and have mercy. Are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I'm on duty. We're stretched thin as it is. And where in the hells is that knight I sent out a patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I do have a use for you. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform, that of House Durandar, as is mine. The asshole's letting us help him. How marvelous. Starving snowhounds. Sure, we can knock these out real quick. Executive fish brains. Good buff, yeah, thank you. Yeah, what's up when they're closing the servers? They're closing it at 4? They're closing it at 4, right? Yeah, so Lorebeards will definitely be over by the time we'll still be going when the servers close. Like, we'll be wrapping up. Well, I tried to stop that guy from dying, but, well. You better run. Alright, now what was I doing before I got distracted? I want to do the rendezvous point. Okay, Boulder Downs, that's way out west. Okay. When are we bullying Andy into playing this game? I don't think Andy has the time to play it though. I'm gonna be totally honest with you dudes. I do not think he has even anywhere close to the time to play an MMO. Getting him to play Total War is gonna be enough of a mess. killed overnight. If it wasn't for you, sir, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I prayed the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. Cool story, bro. But I am due much further out west. Do I have any hunts in this area? East Shroud... Ordona. Yeah, the Boulder Downs. Snow wolves. Okay, these are snow wolf pups, but I need actual snow wolves. I don't know where Nautilus is. I don't think it's super near here, though. You missed the Titan fight? Yeah, you did. But that was, if you check out the last stream, it was near-ish the end. Obviously, we dealt with the horrible shit that happened at the Drifting Sands, which caught me super fucking off guard. To which I do tip my hat to all the people in chat for not spoiling that. I'm genuinely shocked that was not spoiled. Mud puppies. The base game early experience is the worst part of playing Warhammer. Final Fantasy 14. That, yeah, I hear that a lot. I mean, I've been having a good time with it. Realm Reborn has not been bad for me at all. Like, you know, I mean, there's been the occasional moments where it's like, okay, this section is a bit dragged out. And like, oh, it's a little weird when a quest has you like just back and forthing between the same two places multiple times, and it's like, I feel like there could have been a more efficient way to do this, but it's by no means been bad. I mean, this is very much what I wanted Warhammer Online to be, where like I wanted Warhammer Online to be like this big epic, you know, PvE storyline experience, and it's just not that. So getting to play an MMO where it feels like it's all about the story and like the individual experience, not the, like, it's an MMO, but you know, it's catered very particularly to the individual through like the storyline and everything, instead of being about, you know, just the PvP. Like, I love Warhammer Online so much, but the hardest thing about that game for me will always be that the game is about the PvP first and foremost. Like, that's what matters, and everything else is kind of secondary, which is unfortunate. Why am I attacking these innocent creatures? Because I get things. I get shinies and good brain chemicals for murder. So I will commit it ruthlessly and without end, because it gives me the good brain juju. We're coming up pretty close to the end of the Dragoon storyline. I think this is the second to last quest for Dragoon. Alright, there's Alberic. I want his armor. He has really sick armor. Greetings, Master. It has been too long. Estidian, end this folly at once. You must know that each second the eye passes outside Ishgar's walls brings us closer to a repeat of the tragedy of 20 summers past. Surrender yourself in the eye and return with me to Ishgard before it is too late. Ah, but it is already too late, Master. For you see, Nidhogg has already awakened. What? Hear me, Master. You have mistaken the cause of the dragon's return. The eye is not to blame. A premonition came to me by the virtue of the dragon within, warning me that the great worm would soon rouse. Even as he slumbered, Nidhogg seethed with irrepressible rancor for that wound of 20 years ago. That rancor will send him flying as a speeding arrow to Ishgard, whereupon death and devastation will ensue. But there is a possible solution. Were the eye taken to a foreign, remote land far from the Holy See, then, and only then, could destruction be averted and the lives of innocent Ishgardians be spared. You mean to make a bait of yourself? Nay, there is more to this than you let on. You seek vengeance for Ferndale. To me, the two are one and the same. You know my past better than any else. It was for no other reason than to avenge my family that I became a dragoon. Dragons long outlive men, and do not soon forget the wrongs done them. What grudge they harbor burns as a fire in their hearts, over time swelling into an unquenchable inferno. You need only look back on history to see that Nidhogg grows stronger with each awakening. When at last he darkened our skies, the great worm came within a hair's breadth of laying waste to Ishgard. Not short of death will prevent him from completing his mission when next he wakes. Nidhogg took everything from me. I shall now take everything from him, even if it means my life. The eye works in ways men can ill comprehend, but this much is plain. In choosing 2 Azure Dragoons in 1 generation, it means for us to join together in common cause. Adventurer, you have heard my resolution. Now I ask that you lend me your power, the power of the dragon. In the long and proud history of Ishgard, never before have 2 Azure Dragoons arisen in the same era to fight as one. This is our best, nay, our only chance to send the great worm to eternal slumber. Behold my armor. This is the Draken mail, forged in the lifeblood of dragons. As blood calls to blood, so too does the armor call to the dragon within, redoubling the wearer's strength thereby. If you would realize your potential as an Azure Dragoon, you must needs clad yourself in the same. Clad so, you will inherit the technique passed from the Azure Dragoon to Azure Dragoon down through the generations. Then, and only then, will your training be complete. But first, you must win the Draken mail as I and Sir Albrecht did before you, by proving yourself worthy in the ultimate trial of the Azure, a series of battles so harrowing as to send the unworthy to an early demise. Master, once the adventurer acquires the armor, pray see to it that he learns to harness the power of the dragon in full. Estidian, wait! Save your worries. I do not mean to make myself easy prey for dragons. I take my leave of you. I'm ready for some fucking... Are dragons in this game just Warhammer dragons? No, they're quite different. They're more sinister on average. The Warhammer dragons are like a bit more of a diverse spread. The dragons of Final Fantasy XIV that I've seen so far, there may be exceptions to this, but the dragons we've encountered so far are very much like the hardcore classic European dragons of old, like the medieval dragons representing like the absolute evil of men concept, and they're like really, really big, nasty bringers of calamity, as opposed to like something more diverse. From what we've seen so far, they seem to take much more leanings from like the dragons of medieval history and Norse saga, as opposed to like Warhammer, which has a far more diverse set. I must say, I didn't expect you to actually find my knight, much less rescue him. I say I must have been premature in my judgment, sir. We are a proud people, beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologians to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Blah, my tongue is still waking up. Play proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Ed Melee. Astinian. Forgive me. I was deep in thought. Now then, as to acquiring the armor of which Astinian spoke. At first, it was my intention to bequeath mine own armor to you. I am an Azure Dragoon no longer, and its powers are wasted on me. It would be simple enough to hand it over to you and complete your training right here and now. But it is as Astinian said. The Draken armor is no ordinary set of mail. Its strength derives from the dragon blood whence it came, the blood's power resonating with the soul of the wearer. Though I can no longer draw upon mine own armor's power, its bond to me was forged years ago. Were I to bestow it on you now, I fear it would offer a scintilla of the protection it afforded me in those bygone days. Aye, Astinian has the right of it. You must claim your armor as he did, and I did before you. He and I did before you. You must complete the trials of the Azure, and the powers of the dragon blood be yours and yours alone. The Ogre's Belly will be where your final test begins. I shall dispatch Sir Brucemont there. Seek him out upon your arrival. Okay, but real quick, we're gonna pop in here and turn in this little thing. Hello, Edmele. Ah, the gentlemen come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludevois be thinking? It is true, however, that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Dravanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Forlemort up above. How are we doing on time? We're doing okay. Alright. Yeah, ogres! Oh my god, this is a big tower. Whoa, okay, okay. Does suck there's maintenance later? Yeah, that's why we're playing now. Instead of me, like, doing something else this morning. We're just getting in what time we can today. Still hopeful for Indic Koresh? Yes, but I'll talk about that more on Wednesday. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between sovereign nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Halone's will. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Upon the intrusion, Follomort, I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Gulami. It's probably Guillaume? Yeah. Inquisitor Guillaume, you honor us with your presence, sir. The gentleman was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Durendair's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I am told you seek an airship last seen in Corthus 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Corthus. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge. And the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark while traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. I was not aware you had aided House Durandare in that fashion. Thank you, sir. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. We'll just have to stab him. Oh, CB4N is doing super chats over in the other stream. Josiah. You there, sir! I could not help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologian. There may be a way I could assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine is yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ixchel in the vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologian and confirm that he is well, it would be a great comfort to me. Okie dokie. But before I do that... Oh, man, I love when all my quests are in the same... Oh, wait, no, this is actually really far, because she wants me to go... east. The Inquisition! No one expects the Inquisition. I'm so sad that I wasn't feeling well enough to do my Warhammer roleplay campaign yesterday. Like, my character just went through, like, a pretty major set of, like, dramatic events for, like, that I think are gonna have a pretty massive impact on him, character building-wise. And I'm, like, really eager to get to play out the ramifications of it. But I wasn't feeling well, so I couldn't. And I'm only a little bit still salty about it. It's alright, though. Get to play next week. Taurus. There we go. What you got for me, Bruce Mont? You have grown strong since we last met, adventurer, but you pale in comparison with your Azure forebears. If you would prove me wrong, let your lance do the talking. Unspeaking swordsman. Ooh, okay. Oh, he was wearing the armor. Okay, so it was like a living suit. Okay, I see. Once again, adventurer, you prove yourself worthy beyond my expectations. Take this, but know that your trial has only just begun. Your next challenge lies in the chamber beyond. Sir Hustinier awaits you there. Okay, so we're gonna run into each of the people that we've trained with, I'm assuming, up to this point. And then the final Dragoon quest for A Realm Reborn, presumably, is going to be to go punch Needhog in the dick. You, a foreigner, would don the Draken armor. Then prove to us that you will not do it dishonor. A giant captive. It is a rather large boy. I don't like the way its ribcage sits. That's gross. Another one down. Sir Albrecht said the eye had chosen you, and it would appear he speaks true. The armor is yours. Wear it with pride and honor. Your trial is nigh complete, but be forewarned. Many before you have made it this far, only to fall at the final challenge. Do not let overconfidence be your downfall. Man, I need to buy a new headset. This headset is starting to bug me. Can I equip it already? Oh, I can! Oh! Oh man, I can already tell this is gonna be a really sexy set. More armor, more armor, more armor. So, you have made it this far. Very well. Prove yourself worthy of the Azor, or die in the effort. Gygus captive. Nope. Oh, I did not stop him. You have demonstrated your powers to me beyond a doubt. Aye, there is not an Ishgardian who would gainsay your right to don the armor of dragons. I shall send word ahead to Sir Albrecht that you have passed your trials here. It is he who will present you with the 4th piece of armor and consummate your training. Go now, my fellow dragoon, and deliver this land from the great worm's wrath. Oh, it's coming along so nicely. I just need a helmet and a chest piece. You only get the chest piece at level 50? No! I want it now! I guess that makes sense. The chest, they tease you about, no, you gotta wait for the chest piece. You gotta earn it. Like, we'll give you the rest of the set pretty easily, but you gotta earn the rest of it the hard way. Like, oh, no. But I want it now. Why can't you give me the helmet last? I don't know why I'm doing that. I should just teleport. No, Raymond, you're all good, dude. I don't consider that a major spoiler. That's not story. That's just like a little mechanic thing. That's not a big deal. Does not bother me in the slightest. Because what would have happened is I would have gone to get my last piece here, and then I would have said, where the fuck is the chest piece? And then someone in chat would have been like, oh, well, like, exposition. And I would have been like, oh, I see, okay.
Peasant! Peasant!
I know, I am a peasant. I goofed up today's schedule just like a peasant would. I done goofed, son. I done goofed. Oh, my inventory is so much cleaner now. That feels nice. That feels nice. Am I gonna post this week's schedule? Yeah, I'll post it when we're transitioning to Lorebeards. I heard from Sir Brucemont that you performed most impressively. Yes, I stand more convinced than ever that you will be the one to save our land. Yet be warned, Dalcarius, one last trial awaits you. You will face this trial in the presence not of knights, but of ghosts. Make your way towards the Steel Vigil and seek out the gravestone north and west of the structure. Take with you this flute, and when you reach your destination, blow a single strong note. A visitor shall soon arrive. Entertain your guest, and should he leave behind a present, return it here to me. I find it kind of hilarious that he's like, yeah, just go play this flute. When if you've ever played flute, like I actually know how to play a flute. If you've ever played flute, it is extremely difficult if you don't know what you're doing. Even if you do know what you're doing, it's still quite difficult. To play a single strong note on a flute would actually be insanely fucking hard. Like, borderline impossible if you haven't had any training on it. Like, you would be like, I don't understand what this thing is doing. Because you have to have a very particular embouchure to play a flute with any measure of volume. Yes, flutes are one of the most air-intensive instruments because when you're playing a flute, you're essentially like you have a tube with a little hole right here, right? A hollow tube with a little hole at the top of it, and when you're blowing air across it, it's a lot of the air that you're blowing out is getting just wasted. It's just like, you know, splitting out in other directions. So you have to angle your mouth in a really particular way and have the flute resting in just the right spot under your lip, because if you don't have it in the exact right spot and you don't have at least really close to the exact correct embouchure, all of the air that you're going to blow out is just going to be wasted and it's not going to do anything for you. I like how he whistled. Oh, hello. I really like the design of these particular creatures. They're like Razordons. Alright. Ow. Alright. Alright. I think we got his, like, skull or something. So now we go back down. We gotta make our helmet out of his skull. Flute playing sounds erotic. Well, I mean, that's why playing the skin flute is a pretty popular euphemism, so yes. You're not incorrect. Go to the gold saucer though soon? Yeah, I should go by the gold saucer soon. I'm really trying to like just push really hard with the main story to get through like the main focus of A Realm Reborn at least. I say that as I do inevitably get distracted by plenty of other things, but you know what I mean. You know how it goes. I have never heard anyone refer to it as the skin oboe. Oboes are the most temperamental, bitchy instruments. Like, they are so bitchy. You would not want to be compared to an oboe. Your presence before me indicates you've seen to the visitor. Have you aught to show for your deeds? Horde skull, proof you or someone else slew Greywine. And then Draconian Flute. The shrill tone emanated by this bone-carved whistle is believed to summon minions of the Dravarian Horde. Ah, the skull of Greywine, old warrior of the Dravanian Horde. It's said that in ages past he could bring down a castle with a single breath. His strength has dwindled since those days, but a dragon past his prime is a formidable foe nonetheless. In slaying him, you have proven yourself worthy of this. You now possess 4 pieces of the armor that Estinian, myself, and our forebears did wear. While you doubtless wonder about the 5th, I can tell you only that it is not mine to give. Fear not, however. Your triumphs in the trials and against a dragon of the Horde give evidence that Draken blood now resonates with yours. Yes, you stand before me as prepared for your ultimate challenge as any could be. And yet, before we proceed, I would hear it from your own lips. The Great Worm's power is the stuff of legends. Have you truly resolved to fight this battle? To risk your own life to deliver a foreign land from the clutches of its ancient foe? When you are certain that your mind is settled, return and speak to me. Yeah, I want to kill a dragon. Oh, I get a new ability. Hell yeah. So, you would join your strength to Estinians, that Ishgard might be freed from the rage of the Great Worm forevermore. Then I shall honor my promise. You shall have the full use of your powers by the time we are done. Before we begin, there's something I must needs confess. You will recall the tale of my battle with Needhogg 20 years past, and how the power of the dragon left me on account of the injuries I sustained. What I said was an untruth. The power did not abandon me, Dalcarius. It was I who abandoned it. Being derived from our mortal enemies, the power of the Azure Dragoon is a double-edged sword. Even as it lends us the strength we need to smite dragons, it heightens our communion with the creatures, rendering our minds more susceptible to their seduction than ordinary men. Even as I buried my lance in Needhog's flesh, our gazes locked, and mine eyes met with a look that would fair impale a man. In that instant, I found myself assailed by a torrent of emotions not mine own. Sorrow, rancor, pity. They threatened to drown the man in me and leave behind a dragon. Fearing that I might turn traitor, I chose to purge myself of the power that the eye had bestowed upon me. Thus, regaining lucidity, I was able to rout the grievously wounded Needhog. Alas, countless of his brethren yet remained. As if to mock me, they fell upon Ferndale with a vengeance. Bereft of my power, it was all I could do to save but one child. Nary a soul knows of this, nay, not even Estinian, but I can keep him in the dark no longer. At our last meeting, Estinian said that protecting Ishgard and exacting revenge upon Needhog are as one to him. And that frame of mind, I fear, may well lead to his demise. The desire to protect and the desire to avenge are opposing forces that can ill be reconciled. Worse, the latter serves only to cloud his sense of self. When next Estinian and I meet, I intend to confess all, though it mean the loss of his good opinion. The outcome of the coming battle, and his very life, may well depend upon his readiness to relinquish his powers. Never allow yourself to forget the origin of your strength. Ever does the dragon lurk behind your eyes, biding its time, ready to claim you for its own. Aught less than complete conviction, and you will find yourself in its vice-like clutches. So forewarned, let us return to our present endeavor. My promise to Estinian was that I would impart unto you the technique that will mark you as a true Azure Dragoon. If you would know the truth, however, this knowledge is not within my power to bestow. No, you must claim the technique much as you claim the fourth piece of the armor you bear, by proving yourself in battle with the dragons whose power you would unite with your own. I entrust you with this flute once more. Take it to the southwest of Providence Point and blow a single note. By locking wills with your adversary and prevailing, you will prove yourself worthy to champion the cause which your lance is sworn. The dragon within you shall then awaken. I will say, I actually really enjoy the Dragoon storyline in the sense that they could have very easily, I thought it was like, oh yeah, you're just like whatever, you're just doing a whole fucking, you're just a lance guy that like hunts dragons. Like you're a specialist with a lance that kills dragons. But the whole thing where it turns out that, oh no, it's actually that you're literally wielding the power of dragons, and it also kind of acts almost like an addiction, where it can, like, the stronger you get, the more it kind of starts to dig its clutches into you, and eventually it can turn you into something else entirely. I dig the hell out of that. It's like, oh yeah, you're wielding the power of dragons, but you know, that power is also like really fucking addictive. That's cool. That's a really good, that's a fun, fun gimmick. Enjoy the new ability for the next 3 weeks. Why? What happens in 3 weeks? Are they like getting rid of it? Where am I? Oh, it's up there. It's getting replaced. Oh, Sag. Hopefully it's being replaced with something good. How the fuck do I get up here? Oh, I need to go like... Oh, I need to go like all the way around. Ugh. Alright. That's gonna be weird when that when the DL or the expansion drops and like all of the abilities I've been training all this time are gonna be like different. What's with Andy? Nothing. He's good. Lorebeards starts in a little less than 2 hours. Wait, they're getting rid of jump? Oh, that's gonna be disappointing. But I mean, granted, I by that point, I would be surprised if I'm still playing Dragoon. I might be playing Reaper by that point. Hey, there's a dragon. More like a wyvern, but whatever. Bring it on, you big bitch. But hey, at least I'll get to like be one of those old timers where I'm like, I remember back when this ability worked like this instead of how it works now. I'll officially have that ability to complain. I'll have the ability to complain in a new way. Awesome. Back in my day, Dragoons were able to leap into and spike you from orbit. Because I'm thinking, unless something just bizarre happens, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be maining Reaper once I unlock Reaper. So I'm not all that worried about like major Dragoon changes. Like, I know Reaper's not, like, for probably... I'll be, like, I'll be pleasantly surprised if we get to Reaper in, like, 2 weeks. But I think we'll get there before the DLC drops. It is good to see you safely returned. I take it from your bearing that the engagement went favorably. You left this place as a man, Dalcarius, but you return as a dragon. There is no more for me to teach you. From here, your battle is yours and yours alone. Now, you might recall me saying that the fifth and final piece of the Draken armor was not mine to give. However, that is not wholly true. I could guide you in the direction of that which you seek. That said, I yet have reservations. The sheer power of the dragon house within is such that many great of your Azure forebears, myself among them, have proven hopelessly incapable of wielding it. But I do not doubt what I see. Within you has awakened a strength that forever eluded the likes of me. If you are not worthy of wearing the armor, then I know none who are. Remember my warning to you, Dalcarius, and heed it well. Needhogg is a lord among his kind. Aught less than complete conviction, and you will surely fall under his thrall. Before you can master your foe, you must needs master yourself. Hone your lance arm till it can bear no further honing, then present yourself to me. When the time has come, I will tell you what you need to know. I look forward to our next meeting, my young dragoon. Woohoo! New ability! Oh, interesting. We didn't get the helmet either. I don't think. Oh, no, we did. I'm just stupid and didn't see it. Oh my god, yeah, this is gonna be the first time I actually want my character wearing the helmet. Oh, it's such a sick looking set. Dragoon, yeah, Dragoon's got a sick set of armor. That's good shit right there. That's good shit. You want the full armor? Get the fuck out of my face. Come back when you're level 50, nerd. See, the Lamian charm was irresistible? Yeah, yes. Yeah, the Lamians were so irresistible, and they had me so much by the balls that they tricked me into trying to schedule the stream 3 hours early. Truly, their feminine wiles were too much for me. What a relief to see someone other than those goddamn birdmen. I thought I could finish my work whilst the Ixal were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze to... Wait, who are you? You are not one of our knights. A man of the house Lorebeards cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, sir. Alright, bye. Rude. Did I see the trailer for Vessel of Hatred Diablo 4? I did. It looks really good. I'm excited. Although Diablo 4 is not a game I would play a lot because I don't really care for the grind element of it, I really enjoyed the story, so I'm really excited for the continuation of the story. Also, that cinematic was fucking gross. Like, they went hard on the body horror in that cinematic. Good God. When's the next Tarmacon Brothers stream? Should be this Wednesday. Well, we'll talk about it on Lorebeards here in about 2 hours. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. Ah, but you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you have already aided your own cause. House Lorebeards is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Dravanian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the Observatorian's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is you petition Lord Portelan for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Lorebeards carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. Okie dokie. Let's go talk to the Lord. Whee! Crunch. I deeply enjoy the way they treat fall damage in this game, where your legs just, like, audibly snap every single time you fall down. But as long as you're not in combat, you can just walk it off. Just walk it off. Portelane. You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses? I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you, but while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It is only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, sure, I guess. Yeah. Now, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a man of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Unless you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Halianarte, further improving the chances they will indulge your request for aid. I will say what you want about the fact that the quest can sometimes be like a little annoying about like where they send you or like back and forth or whatever, but I do enjoy that the game like none of the quests are like, oh, just go do this thing. Like there's always a story reason for like, yeah, like I want you to do this thing for me because it will actually pay off for X, Y, or Z reasons, which is nice. If you're someone like me that cares about reading everything, it's like, oh yeah, I can see why I would actually want to do this. Even if it's not necessarily the most exciting thing. Dragoons are very aerodynamic. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I figured you would want to be, or need to be, if you're going to be killing dragons. That's a fucking Garlean! I recognize that shitty red armor anywhere. The Garleans killed my homegirl last stream, and I'm still really butthurt about it. You know, I genuinely, if you go back to last stream and go to like the last hour, last 30 minutes, whatever it was, if you actually pay attention to my face when I am like getting back to the Vesper Bay and I walk in on that scene, like I'm pretty sure you can see like the genuine pain on my face. Have you good tidings to share? Or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? Let's see, stolen wares. Goods bound for markets stolen by a band of heretics. Heretics! Gods bless you, friend! It's all here, every last... Ah, but wait. That chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Francel, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury, take me! A draconian rosary? In the possession of Lord Francel? Yet, perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Halianarte is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Halianarte. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. Man, we are going full Sigmarian heresy now. Do you get map on the start, or do you need to buy it first? What map? What map are we talking about? Almost walked out without my next quest. I was like, what? The Rose and the Unicorn. Come closer, lad, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Wait, is that a woman? I think that is a woman. Never mind, that's a dude. Lord Francel is no heretic. He is a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Halianarte for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Edelweiss, and he will know you for a friend. Now go! Well, hey, that's one way to get introduced to somebody. Run into their house and be like, by the way, here to let you know you're about to be accused of heresy. Just letting you know. Oh, yeah, I have all the maps. Areas get uncovered as you explore and like walk into them. You don't have to buy a map. Yes, you look as though you have something to say. Do you? What the fuck, dude? Of all the ways my character could decide to mention the Edelweiss, he goes with, is that an Edelweiss in your pocket, or are you happy to see me? I see Sir Cullinar has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity he has not been seen in Corthus since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. Yeah, you're in trouble, dude. That's absurd! I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the draconian rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, or if they harbor even the slightest doubt. This will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship? I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Hartshrenfot of House Hortons commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction. He will surely be receptive to your needs. Okay. I love when it's somewhere I can just teleport to. Yeah, actually, there's been a lot of really nice games revealed this year from like Summer Games Fest and stuff. I saw a good number of things. It was like, oh, alright, that looks pretty big. That looks pretty decent. It looks pretty good. The new Doom game looks pretty nice. I like how Doom is now like out 40K'ing at 40K. Like Space Marines wish they were as fucking cool as Doom guy. That fucking like gun that grinds up skulls and then shoots the fragments of the skulls out as its like missile attack. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many a more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come. If there is any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Yes, the letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? Airship, please? So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Corthus before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to those events, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Carteneau, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Hortons. As you have doubtless realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Hortons included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that we are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were to make inquiries of your own. Lady Neen of mine own House Hortons, who resides here in the Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There's also Crevelin of House Helianarte, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of House Durandere yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Hortons. Do not concern yourself with House Diasmael. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the 3 I mentioned and return to me when finished. Okay. Hey, good looking. Why, hello, good sir. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one of House Fortemps does. Or if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Helianarte have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Oh, that's not great. Oh, hey, Hawk, what's up? Leveling machinist. Cool, cool, cool. They should send Doom Guy to the warp. He would probably fit in well there. Grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Harshenfont. I want to help you, I truly do. But these accusations of heresy have thrown House Helianarte into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. That's fair. That's fair. For anyone that's been watching Summer Games Fest or any of the new game reveals and stuff, anything that y'all seen where you're like, oh fuck yeah, like can't wait to play that. Do I think the Chaos Gods ever lost the Great Realm against the Material Realm in some other setting? I would think that would be a reasonable thing to kick around as an idea, that you know, the countless realities they're in, they have not always been able to come out on top. There have been times where they've lost. I think that would be a very reasonable idea to punt around a bit. God damn it. God damn it. I gather you've been busy since we last spoke. Lord Harshenfont's missive was positively glowing, but if you think that his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ashgardian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, sir, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Guillemine arrived in Quarthus, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ashgardian society. If Lord Harshenfont wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. Why do I have the strong suspicion that that Inquisitor is corrupt as fuck? Because it's like, oh, a new Inquisitor appeared, and then suddenly a lot of the high society is being accused of heretics left and right. That's not suspicious at all. Just downloaded Return of Reckoning. Is there a class you recommend for beginners? Played a fair amount of WoW in the past. If you're familiar with other MMOs, any of the careers will be fine. Like, you'll be able to slot right in. If you're playing by yourself, I would recommend probably hanging, or it's like, just pick whatever career looks the most fun. But if you're intending on doing any kind of PvE content, you'll probably be best served with either a healer class, especially like the melee DPS healers, like the Warrior Priest or the Disciple of Cain. But, you know, just have fun with it. Pick whatever you want. Just know that the game is, unless you get a group of friends to help you through PvE content, you pretty much have to do PvP content. It's very, very difficult to get through the game's PvE by yourself. By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Korthus is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard proper provide me with more pertinent information. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading toward the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravanian horde, so I'm not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray, journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. Okay. Corrupt Inquisitors? No. Level 45 already? Yeah, we're cruising along pretty good. We've got all of our Dragoon armor on, looking badass. You know, the only exception being the chest piece, which we don't get till 50, so. Which we are definitely not going to do today, because we have to stop the stream in about an hour and 10 minutes, hour 15-ish, for Lorebeards, and then by the time Lorebeards is over, the servers are going to be shut down for maintenance for the expansion. Francel, what are you doing up here? Unfit knight. Where is Lord Francel? Please, you must find him. Unsettled knight. It's not safe here. We must flee. Fucking excuse you. Oh yeah, we got our new ability. Spine Shattered Dive. So fast, so strong, we were no match. Where's your boss? There he is. Francel, you dumb bitch, what'd you get up to? Who goes there? Valkyris! No, stay back, the fiend is still here. Oh! Woohoo! Grand Ibis. Bro, I don't give a shit about your AoE. That tickled. Oh, I gotta aid the knights. Hey, Tetsuro, what's up? Curse those fiends! It's as though they knew we were coming. I heard the beast cries from over yonder. Then Lord Francel is safe? Bless you, sir. Bless you. Confound it all! How are we to redeem House Helianarte if we can't even slay a single Avis? We are fortunate you came along when you did, sir. House Helianarte... It probably is just Helianarte. House Helianarte will remember your kindness. I kind of liked Helianarte, though. I don't know, it sounds fun. But I'll transition to the other one. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Halienart that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. As well you should, as well you should. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guilliman has been conducting his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first claim Lord Francel's name, and by association, yours. Ba, 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 ba. Yay, level up. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So, it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Reichman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Corthus, so he may have some kind of inkling of who could be responsible. So maintenance starts in 4.5 hours, right? Is it the same time? I think some people saying it was next Monday as well. Hello, Reichman? Oh, it's this guy from earlier. Eh? Someone tampering with shipments. Fury strike me down if all them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you go giving me that look, lad. I'm a House Halienart man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family, too. I ain't saying the porters were what were bringing the shipment did it, though. I know most of them would work the trade routes, and I never have cause to have questioned their faith. But it wasn't neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, almost every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it... Eh? Could it have been the fellows what were responsible for the inspections? Ha! His guardian knights and inquisitors, the lot of them. As if they'd ever turned their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from White Brim Front today. You might consider having a word with them. Pretty sure it's the Inquisitor and the fucking Knights that are the baddies, but, you know, whatever. I shall entertain the notion of talking to the porters. Oh! Maintenance is not for 8.5 hours. Okay. Okay, so some other people earlier in chat got the time wrong. Okay, some people in chat were saying it was at 4 p.m. Beg your pardon? You suspected that we porters been planting draconian rosaries in House Halienart shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. Immediately finds draconian rosary. Oh, yep, no, there's one. There's two. And there's three. That's kind of hilarious. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. Oh no, we found two. The brand of the unbeliever and enemy of the holy seas. Well, that's impossible. Once the knight at White Brim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would never have allowed you to search for shipments. Say what you will to Lord Harshenfant, I will not be held accountable for this. Okay, so it's obviously somebody in White Brim. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rinkman have to say? More draconian rosaries in every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks? That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is more than a crass attempt. This is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Hartenot's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise Haloni that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Halienart were heretics. At last, we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put it into this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Brigitte. Tell her that House Fortemps asks, nay, demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. I'm sure the Inquisitor is going to take that super well. Oh, an outsider telling me what to do. Yeah, sure, why not? What is it, my child? Lord Harshenfant would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Guillaume, I hate this name. It's like Guilliman, actually. So Guillaume. Let's go with Guillaume. Inquisitor Guillaume presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not. If Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. Oh, okay, so they're like the bad kind of Inquisitors, like really bad. Don't worry, if you're innocent, then you go to heaven. So, like, you know, if anything, we did you a favor. Well, Lord Francel's fucking dead. They have taken Lord Francel to Witchdrop? This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Valkarius, I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings, until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guillaume in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. You got it, boss. Okay. Guion? Okay, thank you. I will forever be salty that, like, French, like, all of the, like, European names are not written phonetically. They're written in, like, completely nonsensical ways. In English. Hail, Dacarius. As you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Woo! Let's kill some people! Yeah! Joacine Charlemagne Francel de Helinart. You stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there naught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers! These charges are false! The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Travanians, and I am no different! See the very birth of our nation! We have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Halone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of God and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their draken forms and be put to the sword. Oh shit, okay, so this is like, wow, this is one way of doing it. In the name of House Forcetemps, I beseech you, stay your hand! Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Hoshefont. My lord has received evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts can be conducted. Lord Hoshefont has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in the legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of an Inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. We must hold them until Lord Hoshefont arrives, Dacarius. And remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. But I can kill everyone else? Cool. Your shields bear no house signal, sir. Do you serve the Holy See or someone else? I serve a higher power! Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. They're wearing, like, unmarked shields. It's got a lot of health. Look! Look! Lord Hoshefont has come! In the name of House Fortemps, I demand that you lay down your arms. Ishgardian scum, today you shall answer for your sins. By this deed you disgrace your line, Lord Hoshefont. Good lord, a whole bunch of guys coming. A wyvern? There were no reports of Travanian activity. You would call upon your allies to save you. At last your treachery is laid bare. Okay, I can't kill the dragon. Kill the ads, kill the ads. I think the dragon's just like hitting anybody that does not give a fuck. Where do you think you're going? This will not be forgotten. Oh, the dragon just so happens to... Ah, he dropped the Draconian Rosary. Well, 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 what could this be? It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop, but this trial, like many others I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Helionart. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? Look what I found. By the Fury! A draconian rosary! Then the knight who refused to yield. It was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Hauschfant. I think Harshfant is probably more correct. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel, pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of that which first brought you to Corthes, Dalcarius. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. Huh, that's interesting. I thought for sure the Inquisitor was going to be, like, evil as fuck, but I guess he's not. Lord Hauschfant, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard, and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Helionart. Praise Halone did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Dalcarius. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. Where's my goddamn airship? You look well, Dalcarius. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fortemps and House Helionart shall never forget your service. Now, let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. The man with knowledge of the enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you. How quickly the commoners' opinions change. They say Lord Francel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Corthes several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night sky at the observatorium during that period. I recall that a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed near the stone vigil in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. Though Lord Hauschfant is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few. In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. Oh, is it a dungeon? I would imagine it's a dungeon, but we'll see. Oh, so you've at last located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil. Ah, perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Durendare. I will write a letter to Lord Dromont of Whitebrim Font and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I feel my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest that you request Lord Francel to do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we will not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journeys, Dalcarius. May Halone guide you. Thanks, boss. I have a strong suspicion we will see him again. He's a cool character, though. I like him. Thormag, so far we have had the good fortune to do all of our dungeons with viewers. Though I am on much earlier than I have been for any of my other streams of this game. So I think the usual crew are probably offline right now. Wonderful to see you again, Dalcarius. If there's anything I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside the stone vigil. It shames me to say that it too was once an outpost held by House Helionart. In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravanian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the stone vigil, House Durendare instead has been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt my words will carry much weight with Lord Drillmont. Actually, it's probably Drillmon. Nevertheless, I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The cravens who attempted to destroy House Helionart have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbor great hatred towards us, and towards you now as well. Everybody hates me, it's fine. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time to do the dungeon, is the only thing. Cause we have about, give or take, 45 minutes-ish before we have to get off for Lorebeards. So I think that's enough time to knock out a dungeon, because it's not that, but I still have to, because it's like way the fuck over here. But I don't know how much questing we still have to do before the dungeon. We might have to still jump through a couple hoops before it'll let us do it. So I suspect we're not going to have time for the dungeon, but we can get up to the part where we unlock the dungeon. And then if we have any leftover time, we could go knock out like a couple of random side quests or something. Or we could do some hunting. That's never bad. Brunadier. You desire an audience with Lord Drilmon, do you? Ha! I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. A glowing letter of introduction, addressed to House Dillendare. What do we have here? Letters from Lords Hauschvan and Francel, is it? A likely... Oh, you're serious. What to do, what to do. Your timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Drillmon's attentions are focused solely on Stone Vigil at present. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Albois. Yes, Albois can certainly accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. I'll walk up to her and she's gonna be like, get the fuck out of my house! I ain't got time for your shit! Sir Brunadir bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you that he is mistaken. Lord Dromon hasn't had the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for the head Shurigan, Ostindian. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Nothing better than when you show up somewhere and everyone keeps passing you along to everybody else because nobody wants to deal with your shit. Where is the good doctor? There he is. Are you here to visit a patient, sir? What's this? Letters of introduction from House Fortemps and Helionart. With documents such as these, you needn't seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Gordonau. He should know Lord Dromon's current whereabouts. Thanks, Doc. What reason do you have for barging into? Oh, I see. Well, you are in luck. Lord Dromon is just up these stairs. Let us know, though, I would not expect much. House Dulander as a whole does not hold adventurers in high regard. You had best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect and it shall be returned in kind. Alright. There he is, the big boss man himself. Sir Guldenauer permitted your passage? Very well. Speak. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scaleskin to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? Oh, hey! Alphino's here. We are the scions of the 7th Dawn, Lord Drillmon. You know our name, and you know our deeds. We are come to Korthus to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Sid Non Garland, who stands before you now. Master Garland? You're alive? But that's impossible. Indeed it is, my lord. Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. At this critical moment in Ishgardian history, as House Durander marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, who should appear in Whitebrim front but 3 mysterious strangers? Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the Calamity, and 2 scions of the 7th Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durander would have greater sense. I know not why these 3 seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment, I nearly believed this mummer's farce. You 3 will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. Fucking Inquisitors, dude. It could be moons before House Durander purges dragons from the Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Sid, Dakarius, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Drillmon's trust. Understood? Yeah, no, absolutely no way we're gonna get to the dungeon before. Like, we're gonna probably unlock the dungeon in time, but we're not gonna be able to do it. Where is the practical folklore? I guess it's downstairs. Adventurer, I hear some of my brother knights have made of you a drudge. Fie! By the Furies, set your sights higher. I have for you a gallant mission. Slay the Dravanian outwatches that tremble our steps. They are as dogs, cherishing in the Dravanians in the wordless forests of their minds. Cherishing the Dravanians in the wordless forests of their minds. Every thought a fairy ring that vanishes by nightfall. Brandish these dragon scales when the outwatches are near, and they will come. Okay. Oh, there is a side quest. Shit. You are who I want to talk to. You the lad responsible for that commotion upstairs. Aye, word travels fast in Whitebrim Front. I gather you still wish to change Lord Dromon's mind. If there's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here, it's that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Win over the barracks, and he's sure to take notice. How, you ask? That's easy. Serve the poor souls decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contain no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. 'Twouldn't be a quality meal, 'tis true, but it'd be a damn sight better than nothing. And if you mind to lend a hand, why not awake a lurking mud puppy in Danifin Pass? Take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin. Cool. God. As much as I love this zone, leaving the little settlements is always such a pain in the ass because they're all like fortifications with really specific exits. Ooh, I think that's a hunt target. It is delicious. Oh my god, that ability is so nice. I'm gonna be really sad when that's gone. Like, excuse me while I just fly across the battlefield. But dragonflies. I think there's, yeah, we also need to get the croc that lives. Oh no, that's in Whitebrim though. I don't think I'm currently in Whitebrim. Wait, am I? No, I am in Whitebrim. Okay. But the crocs are on the other side. This is dark cider. Wait, what? Dark cider vinegar? Oh, this is the side quest. God damn it. I don't want to do the side quest right now. Where am I supposed to? Oh, I went the wrong fucking way. Oh, that's fine. Damn it all to hell. fine. It took us to where the dragonflies were, at least, so it wasn't like a complete waste of time. I'm pretty sure the crocs are out this way as well. It might be further out there, but things over here is mostly just chinchillas. Chinny chinchillas. Cast dark vinegar. That was a hell of a fetch quest. All right. Anybody doing anything interesting this week? Any of y'all got like stuff going on? For better or worse? 9 out of 10 times people just don't use the items. Oh, nice. Making a trip to Canada. Oh boy. Car repairs. Fun. D&D tomorrow. Very cool. It didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. Cross-section of meat sliced with the tail of a spotted mud puppy. This bone has not been removed. Oh dear. Remind me to never wander near mud puppy's spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Any road, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and voila! Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights here and up above. I don't think speed cooking steak is something to necessarily brag about. You there, lad! Didn't think I'd see... Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with a steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. The rubbery texture of mud puppy meat will ensure your jaw grows exhausted before your belly grows full. Ew. Yes! Yes! I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if I have the strength of 10 men and their wits besides. I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty. Okay, I like that guy. Man knows what he's about. We ought to at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in this godforsaken waste. Is that fresh cooked steak? Halone's blessings be upon you, my friend. Mud puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. Ever must we train to maintain our skill at arms, yet never are we to receive proper sustenance? You are a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate that House Dylan must do more than his fair share for the sake of Ishgard. Feels wonderful to see everyone in high spirits, such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? Ah, but I've forgotten about the hard-working chirurgeons. Chirurgians. No, chirurgians. Yeah, because it's like surgeons. Chirurgians at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking this steak to Sonata? She's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to attend to her own. This is the wrong one. I think it's up here. Yeah, there it is. Nope. Upstairs. There she is. Nope, you're a side quest. There she is. Beg your pardon, sir, but I'm busy attending to this man. I will be with you in a moment. Is that? Come to think of it, it has been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it couldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much, I'll eat the rest right away. I just realized I've been doing this entire time without food active. And it's kind of pointless to do it now because I'm not going to be playing for that much longer. Stupid fruitless. Oh wait, there was a more request back here. Was it from her? Or was it from... No, it's from Sid. Okay. What's up, Sid? Might I have a word with you, Docarius? It concerns the Shurigens. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles the familiar feelings. All required to complete the device are the cores of 3 ice sprites. Though commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemical mixtures, there's a way to alter their properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it will work. Okay, Sid. I'll go hunt your stupid ice sprites. The man proudly invented microwave steak. Yeah, he's the true heretic. I'm not much of a steak person. I don't particularly care for it, but like even I acknowledge that like steak cooked with speed in mind is concerning. It's Kirigen? Is that Kirigen or Kirigen? What Inquisitor said? Listen, it's not my fault the steak's fucking overrated, dude. I'll take chicken all day, every day. Chicken is the superior meat. Best way to have cows ground up. Ground beef for proper Mexican food. Get that steak shit out of my face. Kai's and Kyle. Okay, so Kirigen. Okay, Kirigen. I will attempt to remember that. What's my favorite meal? My favorite fucking thing in the world is a recipe we have at home called, we call it just, chicken vermicelli, which it's not very hard to make. It's like my ultimate comfort food, which is you take a whole bunch of chicken. I usually will do like at least 3 to 4 like good sized chicken breasts. Or you could do a whole chicken. That also works if you want a mix of like white and dark meat. But you prep a chicken. I usually like to boil mine in a mixture of water and what do you call it? Oh my god, I can't remember it. Hold on. Have you obtained the cores? If so, please show them to me. So cold, these cores are said to freeze the very air around them, making them perfect for cooling drinks on an especially hot day. Oh, neat. What an amazing device! But is it truly an alembic, sir? I've never seen its like before. I, too, am unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I've no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it is as effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder, were thee, the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wondrous and strange? Were thee, the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at a cost. Ugh. Their earnest efforts are but a means to an as yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. I am so ready to stab that fucker. Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Chicken stock, that's what I was gonna say. So, like, you prep, you heat up, prep your chicken in a mixture of water and chicken stock, and then you cut up dice, I would recommend. Well, no, you want to, no, I dice. So, dice a bell pepper, like a whole bell pepper, a whole onion, and then you saute the bell pepper and the onion in a pan with butter, and then you mix cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, your sauteed vegetables, diced pimentos in a bowl, and I recommend taking some of the stock after the chicken's finished cooking and pouring just ladling in some of that as well to just make it a little more moist and really add like just super crazy amounts of flavor. And you also want to make sure to salt the fuck out of the chicken before you boil it. And then you cut up the chicken into like just little bits or cubes or whatever you want to do. You throw the chicken in there, you mix it all together, and then in the same pot you use to boil the chicken, so the mixture of chicken stock and water, put your vermicelli noodles or whatever noodles you prefer. I like thinner noodles, so I'll usually do like thin spaghetti noodles or vermicelli or whatever. So you toss those in there and you boil those till they're properly good and go, and then you put all of your noodles and the mixture you made with the chicken and the vegetables and all that into like a big pan to go in the oven, and make sure you mix them up really, really good, so that the noodles and are all over the place and all absorbing all that wonderful goodness. And then you grate, I would grate like at least I can't remember, like whatever like the little basic bitch square of sharp cheddar is. So not like the giant one. Like you can, if you want to put a lot of cheese, but you want to like cover the whole thing in a layer of sharp cheddar cheese. And then you pop it in the oven until the cheese is like really well melted. So like, just a couple minutes at like 400 degrees or 350, baked. And then you pull it out and you eat. And it's fucking amazing. It's my favorite dish in the world. All right, sit. Before we can persuade Lord Dromond to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor, God damn it, I already forgot how to pronounce his name. Inquisitor, Gyanu? Was that it? Gyanu, that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Korthus. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of White Brim Front. Share your findings with Alphino in the square. I'm sure you can formulate a strategy from there. Sounds yummy. Yeah, I'm actually really craving it now that I brought it up. Inquisitor, yeah! No. Patrick! What are you doing, Patrick? Ooh, SpongeBob! Under Inquisitor's Gyanu's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such a goodly, righteous man to protect us. Yeah, I'm still convinced he's, like, fucking villainous as fuck. It seems like he's just out here, like, murdering people. Under the guise of purging heretics. The Holy See has declared that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Poloni's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. Y'all don't see that being ripe for abuse at all? Not in the slightest? You don't see any red flags there, people? Crazy, this is the quest you started 2 years ago and you still remember it? Oh, you stopped at this quest. Oh, goodness. Isn't Dalkarius also a murderer? I'm a professional murderer. It's like on the 10. I don't pretend to be righteous about it. Inquisitor Gianu. Of course, yes, of course I know of him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came to Whiteburn Front several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that in a blizzard nearly buried us in snow that day. I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the Night's Watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls, patrolled the exterior in darkness, pitch black as pitch. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later in this very bed, where I have lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Gialnu rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe him my life, sir, and I hope one day to repay his kindness. I mean, I suppose it is possible that he's just really overzealous and is just being played a fool. Where the fuck is this last person? There's no more stairs. There's nobody in here. It's not... What the fuck was that? 1 second, chat. Sound like a bomb went off outside. Huh. Looks like there's workmen delivering something to the house. Hold on a second. That was a big old boom. Where is this? Oh, they're below me. How can they be? They're okay, so there's... They must be like just tucked into this corner down here. Oh, they're in here. Okay. Abois. Inquisitor Guilliman. Gianu. I haven't the foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. Aye, we have learned of your deeds at Witchdrop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you! Oh, that's right. That's right. Our garage door broke, so there's a guy repairing the garage door. That's what that boom was. He's working on the springs. Ugh. Yeah, you're wearing, like, absolutely barely nothing, dude. In case you have yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. I realized it soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind as I had hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we've wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind, our journey is almost at its end. All that remains is to deal with this irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me that you've been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I'm beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you obtained, Dalkarius. They will provide insight into Inquisitor Giona's motivations. I'm assuming y'all can hear that. Something troubles me about that wounded knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate, yes? But the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we've arrived in Whitebrim Front, I've seen no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from north of the eastern gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That way lies naught but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Jolino, God, is not Joliot is not misremembering. The Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on his mystery. Man, I really fucking hope he is done before Lorebeards. That dude's got 30 minutes. That is gonna be a problem if he is still doing that when we have to do Lorebeards. Whoa, big old Dargan. Oh, the Inquisitor's corpse. What? I was expecting the Inquisitor to just be corrupt. I was not expecting him to have been murdered next to a dragon's corpse and replaced by a doppelganger. Huh. Wow, that was a bit of a twist. I just thought he was gonna be corrupt. You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. The scroll contains what appears to be an official papal appointment to the position of Inquisitor. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Gionnu, whatever. Newly come to Korthus and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity. For even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he's decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Dalkaris, before he learns that his deception has been uncovered. Since Lord Drummond has been already turned against us, I fear that this encyclical alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of two high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claim, yes, mayhap that is the only way left to us. Confront Sir Jolol. It's like Jolao. I fucking hate this guy's name. With the evidence that you discovered, and see if it helps him to recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise. Oh, you have returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? Yeah, what's this about, dude? The Inquisitor is an imposter? Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He is a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant to the Fury. You would have me believe that all that is a lie? If you are so certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go and speak with Sir Prunilla. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here. But I will never speak against the man who saved my life. These people got problems. Oh, this is the bitch that told us to, like, piss off her. Oh, no, this is somebody else. You! I do not believe I know you, sir. Pray move along and trouble me no more. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know naught of it, not at all. Bitch, don't lie to me. What, do you doubt my words? Hashtag doubt. You know, don't you? Fury, take me. I prayed this day would come. When Sir Jolot gave... probably Jolot, let's go with that. Gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravanian abominations lashed out at him. Nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy. But what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family. Secrets I had never told another. He said that if I kept his confidence, Sir Jolot and I would be spared. But if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When I at last agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes marked him as an inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together, we carried Sir Jolot to the infirmary, and on his first night in White Brim Front, Inquisitor Guionu was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing, seized whilst in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Drumont, wanted to put an end to the madness, but then I would remember the Inquisitor's threats, and so I did nothing, until Lord Francel was accused. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of White Brim Front, so I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire locks. Oh, this woman is clever as fuck. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Alienart, and thus exonerating Lord Francel and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, I swear. Alone, forgive me for not acting sooner. That woman is actually super fucking smart. Like, obviously, you know, it's not great that she didn't do something much sooner, but, like, hey, way to take advantage of a moment. Because it did seem weird that, like, someone doing a conspiracy like that would have, like, made such a colossal fuck up. Okay, we got about 10 minutes for... Oh, I just uncovered it. Before we gotta get ready for Lorebeards. Wow, look at all these draconic rosaries I have now. Just gonna walk them in and just dump it all over Drumon's desk. That's interesting. I did not think the dragons had the ability to impersonate someone. That's a pretty fucking spooky power. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you access to the stone vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. So we got this piece of proof, and then we got draconian rosaries. There had better be a very good explanation for why you are carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this papal encyclical? Fury, take me! The Inquisitor is a heretic? Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale, but this evidence in your testimony could have no other explanation. I have misjudged you and your friends, Dalcarius, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you to enter the outpost, but first, I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal imposter to justice. I am genuinely looking forward to killing this fucker. But I kind of expect that he is going to run away into the dungeon, that he's the dungeon boss. That thrice-damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hells take him and his Dravanian allies. I am told that he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another Pole's soul he has branded heretic. If we hurry, there may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, Dalcarius. Together, let us put an end to this imposter's heresy once and for all. We must wield the heresy to destroy the heresy. The heretic among us. Among us. Among Goose. Someone say, heresy! Yes. Did y'all see they're apparently making an Among Us TV show? Like an animated show? I have no fucking idea how that's gonna work. Not that I care, I've never even played the game, I don't really give a shit about it. But like, I saw that and I was like, wow, I feel like that's not gonna be good at all. I don't know, maybe somebody will figure it out. Oh, nice! These are the crocodiles I needed. I love the, whoa, they have like, their like noses open up. Wow, these crocodiles are fucking freaky looking. Good to have you with us, sir. When Lord Dromon arrives, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we will need to use force. Are you prepared for that eventuality? Let's fucking go! You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Halone's halls. Only the wicked. Why? But why? Why must I die? By all that is holy, I swear to you that I have never questioned the teachings of Halone. Just cute. Inquisitor! Release the maid and come with us! My Lord Drillmon, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain! I name thee heretic! Murderer of Inquisitor Gyanu and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Ah, grave allegations indeed. But you will find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that to which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Dromon. My conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade. You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence? Ha! All are complicit in these crimes, for all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Dromon, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Dravanian fang and claw. Let's fucking go! Show the heretic no mercy! He must pay for the innocent blood he has spilled. Ignorance swine. Soon you will know the futility of your fate. I feel like there's about to be so many ads. Oh, yeah, here they all come. Oh, I'm gonna really enjoy fucking killing this dude. Do you see, heretic? You and your allies are no match for the might of Ishgard. How wrong you are, Ishgardian. I have been blessed with power far beyond your king. Come, my brothers! Grant me the strength to smite our enemies. Oh, shit, okay. Not gonna lie, though, I am reborn! Stand your ground! 'Tis but an illusion. Impressive illusion. A dragon stands before you, yet still you do not flee? Your magics have no power over me, heretic! Honestly, I am kind of starting to like the Ishgardians. Though I'm not gonna lie, if being a Dravanian was like a thing you could do, I would absolutely sell my soul to the dragons. Like, to be able to play a career that lets you like actually turn into them, that'd be sick as fuck. No! No! It cannot be! Yeah, down you go, bitch. Woohoo! My glamours dispelled. Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. You may not recall the many Ishgardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that you yet live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, Whitebrim Front shall fall. Ah, thank fucking God that dude's dead. That dude was annoying as fuck. Defiant to the last. Leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves not better. Dalcarius, I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should have never been asked to intervene in Ishgardian affairs of state. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which you first brought into our midst. It is past time you were reunited with your airship. But this is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray visit me at Whitebrim Front and bring your associates. The fake Inquisitor is dead! Hooray! That, I will say, I really like the twist. I really like the twist. Because I was very much expecting it just to be the typical situation of like, oh yeah, the super religious Inquisitor guy is just evil as fuck because, like, you know, just evil, nasty religion nonsense. Which is a perfectly fine storyline. I would have had no issue with it. But the fact that the story was clearly expecting you to expect that and was like, haha, nope, it's actually a Dravanian fucking spy. Pretending to be a heretic, or pretending to be an Inquisitor this entire time. It's like, ah, fuck, they got me on the double bluff. Which is cool, I like that. Like, it was still essentially the same story, but just with another extra twist that makes you go, maybe the Inquisitors aren't as bad as I think they are. But, like, the way that other people talk about Inquisitors, you still get the feeling that, no, the Inquisitors probably still do some fucked up shit, but, like, that one was especially bad. Because he's not a real one, he's pretending. Where have you been, Dalcarius? The false Inquisitor has been slain, has he? Yes, well, his was a tale always like to end in bloodshed. Though you have overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask you not to revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we have secured the Enterprise. As I'm sure you will agree, it is past time we entered the Stone Vigil. Pay Lord Dromon a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow anon. Okay, if we really hurry the fuck up, I think we can knock this one out really fast and get the quest to, like, start the dungeon. And then we gotta wrap up. But according to chat, we should still have time after Lorebeards to play some more Final Fantasy. Like, for, like, I think, like, it's like another 4 hours-ish. That was a good questline. I actually really enjoyed this questline a lot. We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Guimon would still be among us. Whatever, fucking Gilliman. Would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I see now that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand. But you must understand, it seemed too much to hope that the scions of the Seventh Dawn still lived, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong. Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Damn, Alphino, alright. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate it if you would permit us to enter the Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course. It is the very least I can do, given all that you have done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Dravanians that now hold the ruin. In part, yes. I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers garrisoned at the Stone Vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we have been able to ascertain, this was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give you any assurances that it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, the ruin has served as a Dravanian foothold in Korthus, from which they have struck out at us with depressing regularity. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have as yet been unable to drive them out. And I cannot say when the situation will change. Or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Dromon, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have not the time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgardian aid. I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will inform Sir Nathan, probably like Nathalane. I will inform Sir Nathalane of your impending visit. May Halone guide you, scions. Alright, we are pretty much gonna actually kind of time this perfect. We're gonna be able to get to the dungeon, and that's it. Then we're done. And then it's time to go talk about some Lamians. So if you are watching on Twitch, the good news is you don't have to go anywhere. You can just sit there and chill. If you're watching on YouTube, you will need to move over to the appropriate stream. Which I will be sure to spam the links here in chat in just a minute. Probably. Oh no, that's Hawker. I was expecting that to be Andy being like, hurry up! So, Nathling. Nathling. Hail, Darkarius! Lord Dromon has apprised me of the situation. You may enter the stone vigil whenever, whomsoever you will. Stone vigil is now accessible! Huzzah! 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 Alright, and because we're going to be pausing for 3 hours, I guess I will go ahead and return, just so I can get a little bit of extra bonus experience. Because why not? No, it's on my channel today. Lorebeards is on my channel. Alright, cool. So we are in a rested zone, so we can exit game. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you here in about 5 minutes. It's closer to 7 minutes for Lorebeards. So I'll see you all then. Have a, make sure to walk around, drink some water, move a little bit, do all that jazz, and I'll see you shortly. Thank you.